Hi, my name is Shalise and you're watching Sodbuster Living. Welcome back to my channel. This is a platform of mine because I don't have the time as a mom to sit down and read blogs, and so I enjoy watching YouTube videos or listening to podcasts. And I figured you, the viewer, are kind of in a similar boat. Today's video is kind of a follow-up on my most popular video, and I will leave that linked above. It is the one about, it was the first video I did in my Charlotte Mason series. And again, it's been my most popular video. I kind of wanted to expound a little bit on that. My views haven't changed. It's still important to me that I continue to grow in a Charlotte Mason home environment. I am still learning and looking. I am by no means an expert, so if you came here expecting another Sonia Schaefer, that's not me. I'm still figuring things out, and I'm actually going to share in this video some of my weaknesses. Charlotte Mason is the whole idea is so beautiful. The concept, the ideas, the vision that I see when I read about a Charlotte Mason. You can come sit by me. There we go. See you right there. You see? Johnny.
Hi, Johnny.
Hi,
It has to be right over there.
I know, it's kind of, it's because it's flipped.
Hi, Johnny. Hi, Johnny.
So it's like a mirror.
Lots.
So when I think of a Charlotte Mason school education, it's going to look different for each family. Each family doesn't have the same number of kids. I know. Each family doesn't have the same just basic beliefs. Some people will have the girls in petticoats and pinafores running through the meadow. Some of us are like, we're going to wear leggings and be in the middle of the city. And even still others, you know, there's just this, it's a feast of people enjoying the Charlotte Mason curriculum. And to only assume that it has to look a certain way, or that Charlotte Mason was more catered to girl education, I think is becoming a gross misunderstanding. Like I said, this video is going to be talking a little bit about my weaknesses, especially in a Charlotte Mason homeschool, and I want to start addressing those. Probably the first thing, or the main thing, that I really struggle in. Hi. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good trip. Probably the thing that I really struggle with in my Charlotte Mason homeschool, it's probably not specific to a Charlotte Mason homeschool, but it is the letting go of what we would assume homeschool should look like. So I don't have a homeschool room. Everything is done around the dining room table or around the couch. I grew up that way. Maybe that isn't so unusual anymore. I never thought it was unique or different or anything like that. What was hard to let go is the living book idea. I still rely heavily on textbooks, and I want to address something. Bye-bye. I'll see you later. Have fun. Hit the road, Jack.
Bye,
John, Jack. Hit the road, John. Alright. So,
hi, Mommy.
hi, John. Did you come back?
Yeah.
Was it fun? Great. Go. So, I'm trying to get back to this. Textbooks. A lot. I haven't researched, I haven't researched enough to really see exactly what the PENU schools used when they were doing a Charlotte Mason, like what specifically did they use. Obviously, Living Book was the main focus, not a textbook of information facts that were to be drilled into a child. A living book that presented everything to life so that it was in a understanding and wanting to learn more type of way. That has been very difficult for me to let go, especially when it comes to things like grammar or, you know what, anything that I have a weakness in. And what I've really I have a feeling like 15 minutes of this video is going to be cut out because of interruptions. However adorable. Real life. Bye, John. Have fun. Okay. I was homeschooled and I had a great education and... Hi. And the reason I can say that... Bye, Johnny. The reason I can say that is even if I felt that there was something lacking in my education as a homeschooled student. Hey, John, Mommy's doing something right now. You're going to have to wait, okay? Even if I felt like it was lacking because I couldn't remember anything, all I have to do is talk to some of my peers and ask them, well, what do you remember from, you know, your days? And I think that's why so many people are hesitant to start homeschooling because they don't remember everything. Hi.
Hi.
The thing is that if it doesn't mean anything to you, or if you're not using it, you will lose it. So when it came to actually educating my own children, and I was trying to do it without some kind of knowledge, for lack of a better word. I don't even know where I was. I'm going to have to try this all over again. So even talking to them didn't necessarily mean you would have everything. When you are trying to give a Charlotte Mason education using living books, not textbooks, that generally means there isn't a teacher manual. And so try teaching a concept that you know nothing about, and just doing the day-to-day life. I learn all I can, but it's not enough, and I can't teach them everything that they need to know. I can't teach myself, and then I can't turn around and teach them if I don't know it. My mom often talked about the fact that when I began homeschooling, or when she began homeschooling me, I was a pretty bright student until I hit puberty, and then basically she said something just turned off, and I couldn't learn after that. And I would say it's only gotten worse each kid. So we've gotten to the point with grammar that I can't really teach ideas that I don't understand. Adjective, verb, noun, why it's this one and not that one. I'm learning right along with them. I'm learning it all over again. Is it important to know? Well, in a Charlotte Mason atmosphere with grammar, as I get older, you would be talking about the concepts. But how do I talk about them if I don't know? Oh, yeah, you wrote really well. This sentence has a noun, a verb, and an adjective, and a predicate nominative, and all this kind of stuff that I don't know what that is. Does it constitute good writing if you know it all? No. I could write good papers without telling you what the heck I wrote. Insofar as the grammatical terms, I can write a good paper. And so they're going to be the end of the world if they don't understand it. No, but I do have a couple of kids that do plan on going to college, and it will make their life easier in a classroom. If you know the terms and your mind can recognize it, then you can focus more on what you need to do with your grammar. This is definitely why narration is important. Karen Glass talks a lot about this in her book, Know and Tell. The review for that is linked down below that I did on that. So definitely a weakness of mine in our Charlotte Mason school is heavily relying on things that have teacher manuals. And when I was doing our American history, it was great for me to see the difference between a living book fiction and a living book nonfiction. And it got to the point where I was wondering, even though it was great literature, if it was the best thing that I could be giving my children in the homeschool. I hope that makes sense. That being said, I noticed that I had a couple nonfiction books and a couple fiction books, and they were gravitating more towards the fiction, which is totally understandable, but I do want first account. The one weakness, not really knowing the information, not really having the time to prepare myself for information, and not having the confidence to say it's gonna be okay. Like just let them learn. They're gonna be okay. I think it's also a great time to address a picture I put up on Instagram. It has basically our schedule, a day-to-day schedule, and it makes for a very full day. And you know, some people were like, "Whoa, you're gonna burn out. This is all gonna happen." The thing is that I'm burned out already. This is stuff that has to be done regardless, and putting it into a structure form and so far as a schedule actually was making my life easier. Trying to do it without some kind of schedule was difficult. And if in that picture you saw basically when I was trying to schedule out 2 extra students, and I am responsible for that. Remember, Charlotte Mason focused on short lessons, so even though we have like 3 hours of schooling, these are all short lessons. And so again, a weakness of mine is still a checkbox kind of mentality. It's just what works in my brain at this moment as I'm transitioning into just a more let go kind of thing. But it's still a weakness that I'm working on, as probably my habit of too much structure. And another weakness that I have found is that, especially in a Charlotte Mason atmosphere, is that, you know, she wanted the short lessons so that the kids could use the afternoon to basically explore their own interests and build on those. I haven't figured out how to make that a channel available for them. I haven't figured out how to give them inspiration for that. You know, the handicrafts were kind of a way to make that happen, but when it comes to the afternoon, I don't know if it's because of where we are geographically as well as calendar-wise. It's the dead of summer right now. You're looking at temperatures of 116 or more. It's too hot to go outside and do anything. My daughter knits. My sons really don't have anything, and anything that I could give them, I don't have the time to dedicate to teaching to them. I still have visions in my head of moving and what it's going to look like and what we're actually going to be doing. I'll do everything completely different, absolutely, right? And I know for some of you it's like, well, why don't you start now? And the reality is I just don't have that confidence yet, especially when I have so much other things on my plate. I'm working 3 jobs right now, and yeah. So anyway, that was just gonna be this is just going to be another video that I have with that, kind of just sharing why my Charlotte Mason homeschool doesn't necessarily look like what everybody expects it to look like. And right now I'm okay with that. I'm still learning and I'm still applying our principles, and I still want to share those with you. That is one thing that I love about YouTube, is that it turns into a two-way conversation once you start making videos. And please, please, down in the comments below, just start sharing. I love responding. It does take me a while, but I will get to them. And that's actually why I started doing YouTube. I was watching these videos and I wanted to be a part of it somehow, and here I am. But on that note, I will end this video. My daughter has a 5th birthday party tomorrow, and there's still a lot to be done. So, until next time, farewell.